Hi beauties, as you know, if you have seen my channel before or if you've watched some of my videos, you've noticed that I haul beauty products from many different places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, 99-cent only stores, Dollar Tree, Ulta, Sephora, just basically anywhere where I know I can find some great deals on beauty products, makeup, and skincare, and so on, including groceries. So don't get me wrong. But today I want to show you, and it's basically a it's basically a first impression on an eyeshadow palette that I bought at the 99-cent only store. Yes, a little eyeshadow palette that costed me 99 cents. And yes, a lot of you may say, well, I don't know about trying $1 products on my face. Of course, if you have sensitive skin, I would think twice before trying things like this. But I wanted to show you that it really does not have to be an expensive product to actually blend well or work well on your skin, and I'm talking about skincare, makeup, just eyeshadow, lipstick, just anything that can go on your face or on your body. Doesn't really have to be expensive for it to work. Now, I won't say that all of them work well, but some of them do, and that's the reason why I try low-cost items. So today we are going to do a first impressions on this little thing right here. I found it at the, like I said, I found it at the 99-cent only store, and is a smoke and mirrors little palette. It has 6 colors. Out of the 6 colors, 3 are matte and 3 are shimmers, as you can see right there. This is my first time trying smoke and mirrors in a palette. I have tried and used the singles that I found there, and I have not done a video on them because I wanted to do a review on 99-cent only store items, which that video will be coming soon, on hair products and facial products that I have bought there, to see if they worked well or not. This is my first time trying this one, so this is more of a first impressions for this one. So it does say highly pigmented and long wearing, and hopefully it does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this, make a look, a fall look with this little palette here, and wear it through the day and show you a little clip at the end of the day and see how well it wore. Again, highly pigmented and long wearing. Let's see. I will tell you, some of these palettes do have a tendency of being kind of powdery, but I have noticed that even though they are powdery, or they have fallout, or quite a bit of fallout, they blend quite well. Don't ask me why. Like I said, the singles I've used, and I like them. I bought 3 different colors, and like I said, I've used them every so often, and I'm trying to use them more so I can give you a good review on those. But I enjoyed those. So this is what the little palette looks like. I picked this one, sorry for the glare, but I picked this one because of the colors. You can make a very nice fall look with these, and not just one, more than one. But specifically, you see this green right here? This green right here grabbed my attention. So I went ahead and got this palette. I did get another one also of these palettes. This is going to be a fall look. These are the colors. Now I'm going to swatch them for you. So I thought that these 2 here and this one here were the mattes, and then these 3 of course are the shimmers, and as you can tell they are. But this one right here, if you see that, it does throw like a little shine to it, so it feels more like a satin. So these 2 are the mattes. So these are the swatches, and as you can see, the brown on the left, the first color there, looks a little it does look like it has a little glitter or shimmer to it, so I thought that one was a matte, but it tends to be more like a satin. But all the other colors look very nice on my swatch. And now let's try them on my eyes. I'm going to get up close and personal here so we can get started on this look, and we are going to give this one a go. And what I'm going to use as a transition shade is this right here. It is a coral that is quite bright. And again, it says highly pigmented, so we will see. That's what the coral is looking like. I didn't put too much on the brush just because I wanted to make sure that it was not extremely bright. So you prefer to build it up if you want more than to try to apply too much all at once. This color here, it is pigmented enough that you don't have to apply a lot depending on how dark you want your transition area. Today I wanted a little bit on the darker tone for me. You can see I did apply the color all through my crease and on top as close as possible to the brow bone, but not too much. Not all the way up to the brow bone, but I am liking this color. So again, I did go higher up than usual just because that's the way I want the look today, but you do not have to go that high up if you do not wish. You can actually just stay in this area right here, but I want the coral to show up on top. And now we are going to go in with this color right here, which, by the way, the colors are on top of the case, and that color is Flame, and the first one was Prom Night. I am going to use a different brush for that, and this is a scone brush, and it is a blending brush that I will be using to apply that color. Usually I use a crease brush and then I use a blending brush. Now, like I was saying, a lot of fallout, as you can see, very powdery, the Flame one. The coral was not as much, but that Flame is, so we are going to tap off that excess. Okay, now we're going to go into this one that I thought was a matte, but it's not really a matte. It's more of a satin. And we're going to go in with this crease brush right here, and this is an e.l.f. crease brush. Less fallout, which is good. And then we are just going to apply it right in this corner right here to give my eye a little bit of depth. And yes, we are going kind of dark today. They are quite pigmented for them to be some matte colors. I will tell you that. I don't know that they are highly pigmented, but the pigment is there. So be careful with the darker colors. If you do buy this, when you apply it, try to apply a little bit at a time until you see that you have the look that you're looking for. So now we're going to go back in with the scone brush and just blend that in. I do want to apply that green on this, on the lid. And we are going to use this brush right here, and this is an e.l.f. brush. It's an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, flat one. I'm not spraying it with anything, and we're going to go into the green, the shimmer. That's with no spray, people. Imagine if I would have put some type of setting spray to this. If I would have added some type of setting spray to this brush. I think I can say that for $1, this is applying quite well, very smooth. I'm gonna go back in with this crease brush and just apply some of the, what color was that? Cappuccino, the one that I thought was a matte, but it actually wasn't. And go back on the outer side and bring it on top. And just blend it just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Okay, so as you can see, I did add that green on my lid and I love the way it's looking, but I am going to add this color right here just with my finger, just right there, to give it just a little bit of a lightening, more of a lighter green tone. Yay! Just in the middle. And as you can see, that makes it pop. And then I'm going to go in with this one right here, and I am going to use this because I did not get a little pencil brush, and get the corner and just and then we're going to go in with this brush here. This brush, the name wore out, so I don't even remember who makes it, but we're going to go back in with that color there and just the brow bone, people. You know I like that shimmer under my brow bone. I hardly ever wear, unless I just wear pure mattes. As you can see, I have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Now to add some type of eyeshadow at the bottom, and we're going to use cappuccino and a little bit of the green, and just line that up, making sure we have some color underneath. Now what I'm going to do is add my falsies and come back and show you what the final look is. I'll be back. Okay, so this is my final look. Let me pull my hair down here and show you. But if you see, falsies already added and everything else. Honestly, I do think that this came out quite nicely. As you can see, this is my final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the outcome of using this little palette right here that just costed me 99 cents. Again, some of the colors did have fallout, but they blend quite well. If you see, Just remember that if you are going to apply eyeshadow, always try to apply primer first, or concealer, or anything that you will be using to help those eyeshadows blend nicer and stick. So I will come back and show you how it wore through the day, and then that will be the end of the video. So I'll be back. As you can see, this is my final look. Let me get up close and personal here. So I think they blended quite well for them to be a $1 palette, 99 cents. Love the colors that are in this little palette. Will I be using it again? Yes, I will, because again, for $1, they blended quite well. I love the colors that are in there. Some, I believe, one more than anything was a was very powdery, but it still blended nicely. So no big deal. If you have done your makeup before, just be careful of tapping off the excess and applying it. But I think they did blend quite well. They do have a nice finish for them to be just a $1 product. So I hope that you like what you see and you're able to get some type of fall look, or any type of look with one of these palettes. Don't feel the need to go buy an expensive palette to get a nice eye look. And I will come back and at the end of the day and show you if it did wear well, or if it is something that will wear good for a few hours, and then of course you would have to do a retouch, or reapply and so on. But yes, I'm very excited with the look I got with them, and I hope it wears like it says, through the day, or long wearing. Anything to me anything to me that lasts more than half the day looking decent to me is long wearing, just because of where I live. The weather is very humid, hot. So if it lasts through half the day, it's good for me. So there you have it. I'll come back and I'll show you how it wore through the day. I'll see you in a bit. As you can see, my hair has not done that great today because we had very hot, humid weather today, 87 degrees, people, with my AC acting up. So I had to be a lot of the time driving with my windows down. Yes, it happens. And my car is having issues, and there you have it. So my hair is not doing that great, but it's still fine. It's still manageable. But in this weather, look at this eyeshadow. Everything to me looks actually pretty good after almost 11 hours, from 8:30, and we're going on 7 p.m. So just look at this. Now I will tell you, if you see my crease line right there, you will see that the green is showing more, because if you remember, earlier I told you that I put this ribbon color, like this little champagne color, on top of the green to give it like a little more of a lighter tone and a little gold pop. But if you see my crease, you're starting to see the green and very little of that ribbon, but it still looks good. It wore quite well. So that long wearing that this little palette said that it had on top of the box, it's pretty much true. I mean, long wearing, more than 8 hours, more than an 8-hour working day, that's pretty good. The only thing that I touched up before I did this clip was my lipstick, because the lipstick that I wore today was this one, which is a very nice color, don't get me wrong. And it's by, I got it in a beauty subscription box. It's by Sorme. Uh, very nice color. I love it, but it doesn't wear for a long time. It's not really a matte, and it is transferable. But besides that, everything else, if you could see, I'm a little shiny. I don't have oily skin. I actually have dry skin, but the makeup that I wore today was more on the, was really dewy, and I did sweat a bit because it was 87 degrees, people. But there you have it. I mean, I think the eyeshadow still looks pretty good. Tell me what you think. Comment below. Uh, you know, of course, I would have needed some retouch right here, but that's not the eyeshadow. That is pretty much my makeup or my concealer. Not lasting that long either. You know, it was a long day, people. But that eyeshadow for $1 was not bad. From a 0 to 10, just like I categorize a lot of my stuff at work or during my working hours. From 0 to 10, 0 being the least favorable and 10 being the most favorable. I will give this palette for what it's worth. So it's only $1. I would give this palette an 8. Very affordable. So, you know, that's part of the 8. The formula feels very silky, very smooth, very blendable. Lasted almost 11 hours. I give it an 8. I am happy that this worked quite well for me, and it didn't irritate my skin. There's nothing that is bothering me with this today. I wore it all day with no problem. And thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Again, let me know what you think about this, and if you want me to try other looks with these amazing $1 palettes, because again, I gave it an 8. I will. I maybe try a neutral or a more subtle tone of eyeshadow, because not everybody likes these type of looks. Some people don't like the dramatic. Some people want the more subtle tones, and I can do that too. And I will see you on my next one, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.